Hey! Well, I'm gonna get started because I see the sun is waking up and we gotta go and get started before it get a whole lot of heat in here. But excuse me while I still try to get adjusted. If you guys would just hold on, I'm trying to still get acquainted here. So, get your knees, just a fan, AC, move forward. Need some air in here. Alright, I'm gonna get started. So I got a big day, and I know you guys got a big day. I know a lot of you guys are in church. Some of you guys are still getting ready for church. So I'm not trying to hold you up, and the ones that are in church are still trying to watch this. I'm going to get started. Let's see here. First of all, hey. How y'all doing? Welcome to Michelle Lee. Alright, now this is a recipe that I'm going to show you. It's semi-okay for diabetes and weight loss and all those goals if you still got a sweet tooth. Because like I said, I know my color, African Americans love sugar. We love sweets. So we have to have still something sweet even though we are sick. So I have learned a recipe here. Well, I have learned that berries and wheat go together. Both of those you can combine together. Okay, it's okay to combine wheat and berries together. Now, when you go from berries to apples, that's a whole different ball game, okay? Now, if you're not sick, yes, it's okay to eat whatever you want, but this is for the ones that's sickly, okay? So, good morning. I'm not sure if you guys are going to comment. I believe Facebook got a problem in popping up my comments all of a sudden, but I see someone on here already. Hey, good morning. But yes, I'm gonna go ahead and get started before it gets real hot in here. This is a blackberry pie. Someone asked me about blackberry pie, and yeah, I eat all of mine myself. I'm gonna show you guys how to make it because this is something that I cannot sell in here because it's costly. And I'm gonna let you know and explain the price and everything on the reason why is because it's really costly. But anyway, I'm going to get started because like I said, it's going to get hot in here. But I already got started. But showing you first blackberries. They're already in my pan over here. What I usually do is I usually take, now this is a glove-free Moments because this is my pie. If I was making it for someone else, I'd put on gloves. But when I'm dealing with my own food, you don't have to worry about me. You know, I love touching it. But anyway, berries in the pan here. You can put as many as you want. Walmart got berries in the frozen section. Where's my bag? I ain't already washed them all. Okay, I ain't already used a whole freaking bag, but Walmart has these in the frozen section right here. You can go grab these, okay? These are the ones I usually get all the time because you can measure how many you want. As you can tell, I don't have that many berries in this pan right here because I like mine kind of jammy instead of berry. But whatever your choice is, we're gonna put a little water in here. We're going to let them simmer down, okay? So I put water in here. It's just to measure, to get it like even of the top of the berries. I don't have to show you the measurement of water. Just enough water in there to get it like a simmer. Meanwhile, while it's simmering right here, I can show you a necessary pie crust that I use when I'm in a hurry. I usually don't use things like this because one thing about me, what I eat, everything, majority of what I eat is like natural ingredients. They only have to have one thing listed. That's it. That's why I say I have to make my own bread. I have to make everything myself. But when I'm in a hurry, this is the kind of pie crust I use, Pillsbury, because it don't have that many ingredients in it. But I don't use this all the time. I use my kind of flour, and I will show you how to make gluten-free flour as well. But this is going to simmer down. And while it's simmering down, we can see how this pie crust is. See, Walmart has these on sale right now. They like $2, I believe. So you can actually buy these at Walmart for $2. See, it's getting hot in here already, you guys. That's why I said I should have did the berries first and just showed y'all how to do the pie crust. But like I said, it's 2 of them. See, 1, 2, and what we actually do is we take one of them and we have to put one of them in the oven, okay, and get it all crusty. But that is actually simmering. I wish I knew how to put music on here. I didn't even know that. Talking about a slow connection though. They won't let me put music on here. Facebook, where my music at? Oh me. I don't know. But anyway, I can talk to you while it's actually cooking. Everyone want to know what kind of diet I'm on. Like I said, I can eat anything I want, but I don't want to. I try to take food and respect it as much as I can, because I know by respecting the food that I eat, it respects the body that goes in me. Have you ever drove a car with bad gas? You see how it actually does when you put bad gas in it. Okay, so when you actually put bad food in your body does the same thing. So I try to explain that to the ones that actually come in here and let me know that they have similar to the I've been there and done that symptoms that I actually had, and I only can talk about me. I cannot mess with too much bread. I'm letting you know that right now. I could when I was healthy, but now since I'm going toward 50, yes, I am going toward 50, an inch from it. Okay? Now, since I ain't got older, I guess all the things that I have ate when I was growing to this age, I ate up. Like important things like your, I can say one of them right now, insulin. I know I ate all that up. And I have to put things like that back in my body on a daily basis to keep me from actually going to the doctor and actually getting it injected inside of me. So the reason why I eat a certain kind of way is because I don't like needles. I don't do needles. So when it comes down to eating, I do a certain kind of pattern. Yes, I do every day. I do have a cheat code because it ain't like I must eat this every day or I'm going to die. No, it ain't like that. I have cheat codes, like I said today. I'm doing something like this. I usually don't eat that. Y'all saw me eat macaroni and cheese. I usually don't eat that, but I eat it when I want to. Okay? But I don't turn around and eat it again, and then eat it again, and eat it again. That's the problem that we actually have here. We actually have leftovers that our body done tolerated from the day before that we ain't actually ate. Now we ain't had the leftovers to roll over to the next day to eat them. especially that spaghetti. I know you guys love it, but give your body time to digest meat and bread at the same time. It already don't go together, okay? Listen, if you are healthy, you don't have to listen to me. Eat all you want. I'm just letting you know, if you eat too much of it, it might mess you up like me. I can only talk for myself. I have been in this restaurant now. It'll be going on 8 years next month. 8 years. Right? How long have I been open, y'all? I told you I don't go by the days no more. I just live. I don't know. It's going to be either 8 or 9 years I have been open next month. I believe it's 8 years, okay? But I need to make sure before I actually just say something like that. But anyway, it's been a long time. And it's a long time that you actually be in here and you think, being in a hurry, that you can just go up and grab something and eat it. No, because after a while, my body told me, you ain't going to eat this no more. And you ought to see me. I told you, these fries in here is just... I know how you guys feel. I understand. Them fries are so good. They are. I understand that. And can you imagine just dealing with them every day like that and can't eat them, and they used to be your favorite food? I know. I don't touch them. I can't. And I won't. Okay? So, this is my little buddy here. I got a little buddy as well. This thing right here been with me for 8 years. The reason why it's burnt like this is because it matches my arm. If you look at my arm, I got washed off. Alright, but if you look down my arm, the burn on this stick matches my arm. The burn on my arm, I used to be a burn on my arm. It's just a little barker right there. But I used to have a big burn like this long on my arm because this thing right here, I thought it'll be okay to use this thing right here on some Chinese food that I was cooking in a big wok. So when I began to cook and when I went to stir with this brand new spatula when I first opened up. Oh, let me talk to you and get back to that. What I'm doing now is I'm adding a little bit more water, just a little bit, because I want the berries. Now, some of you guys like the berries like berries. I like my berries like really soft because they got them seeds in them. So what I usually do is I try to simmer them down and mash them while they're simmering, just to get them in that like that jam kind of state. Now, you guys, if you want, when they done for you, but I continuously cook mine until they simmer down just a little bit. Now I don't have to bring the camera over here, nothing like that. I can just explain to you why I go. But these are almost done, so I'm gonna go ahead on and put these in the oven. Right now, of course, this is a commercial oven, so it does not take nothing but like I think under 5 minutes to heat up. So I went ahead and threw the pie crust in there. But if you are at home, please make sure that you preheat your oven to 350. Okay? Now, while this is in the oven, and that's simmering, and that's almost done, I'm going to explain to you why I go. Now, back to the spatula. Like I said, when I went over there to the wok and tried to stir somebody's food, that thing told me this ain't long enough. And I went out and bought a wok spoon because me and this thing got a forever tattoo together. Okay? Now, let me let you know, I only use this kind of oil for everything, majority of everything. I don't use no other kind of oil. So I don't use olive oil because I don't think you're supposed to burn it. I don't use the what other kind of oil? I forgot what other kind of oil I did, but some oils that you actually buy, you have to read about them because you cannot heat them up to a certain temperature. Because if you heat them up to a certain temperature, like honey, they become poison instead of healthy. So now what I'm putting in here now is my old already mashed down the vanilla. Okay? Now, your choice, but my choice. I just use a little tad bit of lemon juice. Just a little tad bit. Okay? If you don't know how to measure lemon juice like a tad bit, you do it by numbers. So when you pour, you just say 1. If you're using a whole lot, I say about 3. 1, 2, 3. That's how you measure, okay? Quit measuring by freaking measure, buying this stuff too much. Y'all work your arms, okay? Work your arms and all recipes. Now I'm gonna turn this down a little bit because it's simmering hard, and I'm gonna add a little bit more water. Because that's ready. Told you this recipe does not take that long. It's just taking long because I'm talking to you. But this is a recipe that you can feed your children and not have them overreacting, okay? Now, put it like that. Now, all right, now, back to measuring. Hand. This is a half a cup. This is a tablespoon. This is a teaspoon. Okay? Now, what we're going to do is, we're going to do a teaspoon of sugar. Pinch. I mean, salt. When I say sugar. Oops. Alright. We're going to stir this up. We're going to do sugar. This is the only sugar I can eat. Y'all can eat all kinds of sugar you want, but this is the only one I'm putting in my body. Okay? This is the only one that makes me happy. And it's plant-based. Okay? So yes, I'm showing you a plant-based good recipe. Like I said, if I had time, I would have showed you how to do the pie crust plant-based as well. That way it'd be a whole full plant-based recipe. But that pie crust and me is no. I don't like pie crust. That's the reason why I don't sell pies. I don't like dealing with the pie crust. Well, I don't even like dealing with that dough like that. That dough is messy. And you got to have a whole lot of time for it. So, no. That's the reason why I don't too much mess with pies in here. And then things like this, you only can have it fresh for so long. I can't tell you the measurements of your sugar. Like I said, these are in packs, as you can tell that. But if you're on a basic kind of recipe of your doctor saying, make sure you understand of the grams of sugar on each package. And understand that berries are already sweet. So understand that part right there. When he tell you, or she tell you, at your doctor's office, of the the grams of sugar that you can actually have on a daily basis. They already measured for you, as you can tell that. So I'm just sugaring mine up over here because this kind of sugar I can use almost as much as I want, but I sweeten things to my taste. When my family come in here and they taste my things, sometimes they say it's good and sweet, sometimes they say it's undersweet. Okay? That's what I use the thickener. the baby up right now. Yup. Can y'all see? I ain't even got the camera around here. I'm sorry. But I'm just right here. Hey! I'm just right here. I'm just thickening her up a little bit. Making it a little thick and then turn it down. Because once it gets thick, it gets sticky. And you don't want it to stick in. Even though this is one of those, I think this is one of them first made stick-free pans. I heard them grab that thing. When they said they had a pan down there and the edge won't stick to the I was gone. I was first one. Alright, so I think that's that's the classic pan. Oh, this stuff in here getting pretty old, y'all. I'm stuck in antique. Alright, now I'm gonna keep stirring. Now you got to have them stir hands now. You gotta have them old brand stir hands for this. Because you gotta continue stirring when you put this when you put that thickening in there, because if you don't, you'll have them nasty kind of cluck clots. I call them cluck clots. And you don't want those in this stuff. Okay? They're a little nasty. But you know, I don't think they taste right either. It's good. There. Alright, now this, you guys want to see how it looks, Jenny? Yeah, I like mine. I'm gonna thicken it up just a little bit. Because I don't like when it comes off the spoon that easy. I like my stuff I don't like when my stuff come off the spoon easily at all. I like to just stay there like that. That's how I like my stuff. Okay, so let's see here. Let's get it thick. Yeah, baby. There we go. There we go, Granny. Look at that, Granny. Woo-wee. Now, see there? Alright, now, if you know this ready, you already know your pie crust ready. But you don't have. Alright, I put this freaking thing in the oven without putting the holes in. Make sure y'all stab the thing before you put it in the oven. That way it won't be all. Okay, but yeah, the next time you put it in the oven, make sure you just take a fork and just before you put it in the oven. But alright, anyway, I should have got it. I'm gonna take this old school baby right here as well. This is my spatula. I'm gonna put back on my hand glove because it's a trick to this thing. I'm trying to bring it up. Blackberries that be everywhere. I'm gonna move this up. Now what I'm doing now is I'm just adding the goods to the pie crust. Okay? We just slide it in there. Slide, baby. Now I'm going to show you the hardest part right here. That's the reason why I made my own. This thing never comes out correct. So we're going to take the spatula and we're going to see if the spatula is going to help us. Okay? We're going to see if this spatula help us with this right here. Now, what I usually do is I just spread it around just to make it even. It's already even, but I just make it a little bit more even. Now, you see this right here? This is what you do with this. You take it loose. Take it all the way loose, all the way across. Unloosen it, all the way across. Now, this thing is hard and it's going to be a difficult part right here. Watch this. This is already at the grade. That's why I made my own. Like I said, just never put enough flour in the pan. And by not putting enough flour in this pan, it won't come apart correctly. Like now. You see that? Already just coming. It's crazy. But this is the way you do it. You have to hold out your hand and turn this pan upside down. You got to immediately start from one of the corners and just lay it down. Just lay it all the way down. And then you try to adjust what was ugly. So I'm gonna turn the camera down so you can see. Oh, see what I just did. See that? Y'all see that, right? Now, what I used to do, I used to just fit the corners. It don't matter how it looks. This is my pie. If it was y'all's, I'd make it look pretty, but this is mine. But usually, I don't use a fork. I take a knife. And the only one I see available, I don't see everyone of y'all. But I'm gonna take one of these knives right here, and I'm just gonna 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 stab the top. All right, then we're gonna take it. We're gonna put this thing back in the oven. Right? That thing gonna stay in that oven for about 9 to 10 minutes. 8, 9, 10 minutes. That's it. So you guys running around the house, which you should not be doing. You should always stay in the kitchen while you're doing it. We're gonna set this timer because, like I said, when I get to talking, I get kind of off track, and I don't want to get off track from my food. So the reason why you guys don't see me up front is because I respect food enough to know that I should stand in front of it the whole time I am trying to serve my stomach. Okay? Now, I'll throw that away. This gonna come in handy. Okay? What I used to do is I take it over and I wash it off. And I'm gonna set it to the side. I'm gonna set this to the side because I'm gonna try to neatly put me a piece on there instead of eating that whole pie in front of y'all like I did before. Alright? But like I said, that's why I use that pan for. Just for a piece of pie, I end up eating the whole thing every time. But anytime you guys are cooking, make sure you have to understand and know that your 5 sense organs have to be activated, and you have to be using all of them. You have to look at the food, taste the food, smell the food, hear it cooking, and feel it going in your body. Okay? So when it comes down to cooking, you have to respect it. Don't always be in a hurry. I have a lot of customers that come in here, and I be in the middle of my meal sometime, and they look at it and be like, is that in here? And I'd be like, it can be, but you have to slow down for food like that. Some of the stuff on that menu, you just can't cook fast. And then if it's cooked fast, it's a complete disaster. And now you're mad because now you're still hungry, and the food that you spend all your money on, you're trying to eat it, but it tastes terrible because you done burnt it all the way up because you was probably in a hurry when you cooked it. It's supposed to be on medium cooking, but you put it on high to get it in a hurry and a rush to cook. Okay? When you're sick, you have to understand and know the concept of now slowing down. That's all of what diabetes is. It's letting you know to slow your body and your system down. You should know that by now. And then, on top of not slowing yourself down, you're trying to eat this food that you know you cannot eat, especially every day. Your body already is. I learned this from a woman, and that taught me a lesson. She said, clap your hands. So anybody on here, start clapping your hands. Now, once you put that coffee in your body, start clapping harder. Okay? You put that coffee in your body first, start clapping like this. Now you're going and get some breakfast, and you know you're in a hurry, so now you're going and grab you a quick biscuit or something. Okay, now you're thirsty. You got to drink a little more cold coffee. Now you're trying to go to the gym or something, and your body already, and you wonder why you get muscle spasms and all that other kind of stuff. That's the reason why. And your body runs hard like that to digest things like that. Now, if you are fully fit and active and don't have anything to worry about, you don't have to listen to me. You don't have to listen to nothing I say. But if your body is going down like a train without the boost on the back of it, then you should be listening to me a little bit. And it does not slow down. So when you're at your desk and you thinking first thing in the morning you should be alive and you're at your desk, it's because your body is so, and you cannot keep up. It cannot keep up. Okay? We always want our body in a, hey, let me stop. But I wish I had some music, but you always want your body in a, so when music come on, you be like, oh, let me get back to normal. But that's the concept and the key, you guys, of me. I can't talk for anyone else. I can only talk for myself. And like I said, as you can tell, I'm a pretty healthy woman. I don't want to show you my muscles. I ain't already showed you my muscles and all that things, okay? And I'm at almost 50. Yeah, my body is right here at the high school shape it was. I got on the size jeans I used to wear in high school. Do I go to the gym? Nope. I ain't stressing my body out when I already know. Now, if you want to go and get toned up and all that other kind of stuff, I got somebody for you. Inbox me and let me know that you need them. It will get you all straightened up. Okay? But you have to understand this concept that you just can't go around there running and still try to eat things that you already know that your body cannot tolerate. That's the reason why you're gaining instead of losing. You're vegan now. You lost the weight. Now you're putting the weight back on. You're not understanding the reason why. It's because of the fact you're moving the food in the wrong direction in your stomach. You're eating the wrong food combined together. Okay? Now, you guys got to understand that the diet can go all kind of ways, but it's a certain way you eat it. It's a certain way you got to eat food. Now, what made me look at things like this is the levels of everything. You got the levels of the sky. You got the levels of the ground, right? You got different levels. So, I'm saying, okay, if you got the level of everything to get it to a certain kind of structure, then I'm pretty sure you got to do your body the same way. Now, immediately eating this pie after you ate your food is not good. You have to wait. You either have to eat the pie first and wait 30 minutes, or you have to eat your food first and wait 30 minutes. You cannot eat it right after you eat your food. No, can't do it. Too much sugar, too much going on. Okay? Let your food start to digest first, and then eat the pie. Okay? We're going to talk about yeah. All right? I don't want anybody kind of messed up like me in here thinking that you can put all this stuff in your mouth and still feel great. You cannot feel great after that. You will not. I will not. I don't know about yourself. Like I said, I can only talk about myself, but somehow, somewhere, I end up with the word you in my mouth. I guess it's because anybody who's watching here, we're all listening together, so I can put you in my conversation, so I'm going to say you. Alright, now, I don't want to open this oven up yet because it's super hot in here, but we only got a few more minutes that's left. This pie should be almost ready. Because like I said, pie crust does not take that long to cook. Not at all. So this pie crust right here only has about a few more minutes. And by having a few more minutes, guess what? I can show you how to do gluten-free bread. Who out here is GMO? Got them GMO allergies like me. Told you I got you. Now, I have to go all the way to like international markets and to Indian stores to get my certain kind of bread. I mean, my certain kind of flour. I ain't already checked that. So I'm going to set it for 5 more minutes. Because this, all it's going to take for you guys to spend time with yourself to eat better. Now, what you do is, you just get a pan, a bowl. Right here. See? You get this bowl right here. See it? Now, what I'm going to do is, I'm going to add, you guys can measure it, but I just put my little flour in here. Somehow, like, I just like just a little bit of salt. Just a little bit. That's all. And the only thing you know we add into this, water. Okay, but you have to be careful. So if you don't know your measurements of water, see, I'm an old grandma. So when it comes down to me measuring with stuff, or cups and stuff, I walk past it. I forget all about it. But it's gonna get kind of messy, and I don't like stuff in my rings. That's nasty. So I take off my rings for this, and I really don't like using without gloves, but I like to feel my food. Okay, this is the way you feel in your food. Like to feel the texture of it. See the texture? See that? It still got a little bit of flour in there, but it's getting a little sticky. See that? And we got to keep rolling it like this. Keep rolling it. Keep rolling it. Keep rolling it. Okay? Now, if your flour is too difficult to get up, a little bit of water. You don't want to put too much water in here, okay? Because you want it like in a ball. So, this is why we do this. Keep rolling. Come on, baby. Get in there. I like that. Good. See there? You just gotta use your hands, you guys. That's all. That's the key to cooking. You gotta get in there and experiment. There's a lot of failures. I don't show y'all everything. I'm here to tell you I made something. I think last week or week before that, I made that video, and when I got to the part to put it on camera and taste it, you know, any other time you're like, man, the expression on my face when I put that thing in my mouth, I couldn't even put that video up because I think my eyes went cross, something like that. I couldn't even just chew it. It was just so nasty. So it's a lot of failures in food. Chefs make mistakes too, okay? Nobody's perfect. You see that? Now I can do all kinds of stuff with that. Y'all see that? Okay, now, this is the structure of the ball. See that? The ball. Put it back in this bowl. Right? See that? Now, what you do is, move it to the sink. Put cold water in there. If y'all can see this, I have the water all the way covered up on this. Okay? Make sure you have your water all the way. I'm adding a little bit more because I see it's trying to. We're gonna make sure the head show everything down in that water. Now you can't see it. See there? All of down in the water. What I used to do, always cover your stuff up when you're sitting in Alright. Guys, and a tip for me, make sure you always cover your food up when it's in the refrigerator. Don't leave nothing uncovered. I don't care what it is. You don't know what is in there. It's dying and it's dead and it didn't release this kind of acid And here's your food wide open for it to get in it. Especially ones, like I said, the mushrooms. You don't want them things to die in your refrigerator. You already see how they looked outside when they did. And imagine what them things release out once they're in your refrigerator dead. Alright? So, shit, them things always in the container. You cover this up. Usually they say to have this in the refrigerator for 12 hours. Usually they be saying to leave it in there for 12 hours. No, I ain't. I'm going to leave mine in there 24 hours, 24. Okay? This is a sign of ticking that it's actually ticked and it's done. Now you guys can get a brown, a hard brown pie crust or whatever kind of pie crust you want on top. Okay? Whatever kind of pie crust you want on top, you can get a dark brown, whatever. Mine, I like it spoon friendly. Something that you can just take and just you got this little crunch and you can just take and just let me quit telling y'all my food problem. Yeah, I got it. I got eating this so I tell y'all about it. Well, who out there like candy? Have you ever took a bag of Skittles and the lemon heads and mixed them together? I'm gonna quit telling y'all things like that because I don't want y'all toothless like me, no teeth in your mouth, okay? But like I said, me and my sister could tell you all about every kind of candy from 1970. I ain't tell you too much of this, but I can tell you the candy that started in the 70s to now. All right, I don't want to call Lay's and ask them the reason why they didn't have them chocolate Lay's chips on the shelf. I called the company. I told them they were false advertising. That's pitiful. Ain't I did. I was that mad. I went to Walmart for 2 weeks looking for them things. They had that 1-800 number, call comments. Yeah, I called them. Yeah, y'all advertise some chocolate Lay's chips. And I'm in part of North Carolina. I'm just seeing if y'all gonna make it down here. Yeah, me. I wanted them that bad. False advertising on me when I still got this crazy. Alright, now. Woo! This is the moment that we all been waiting for, and then I'm gonna get up out of here. This is my day off. I ain't gonna stay in here. But I got some tissue right here. I ain't gonna use none else. That big old blood. Man, look at that pie. I said if it was a lot of kind of jam in the middle of it or something like, yeah, I ain't already been in it. But yeah, this how I look. Oh my God. See there? You guys? Look at there. Now that's the pie right there. Yeah, baby, y'all see that? It's hot. Here I go again, trying to put that. Woo! I gotta do that again. Do that good dance. Wait a minute. You ain't move to the right or left, hoping it'll cool down. You already know it ain't. Right up. Right up. You get on off here. Because I'm letting you know right now. Yep. She in it. And it's early. Girl, got this pie. This. I love you guys so much. Can't see the pie, Michelle. Alright. Look. Y'all see that pie? Yeah, my crust kind of messed up on it because I was in a hurry and that's that crust you buy. But like I said, the next video, If y'all, ooh, see there? Told you. If y'all need to know the next video, see, I love when it does that. That way you don't have to release it. Oh my God, man. Oh Lord. But oh Lord, that you don't even have to. Only thing you gotta do is rake all that stuff in the milk. Come on, now. It did on camera. I ain't even gonna show y'all. But anyway, I'm gonna show y'all next video on how to do the gluten-free pie crust. Now I don't know if I'm gonna go live, but we need to learn how to know how to make a full plant-based recipe. It's good. Okay? Told you I was gonna take care of you. Dun, 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 dun. Michelle Lee to the rescue. Alright, let me get on off here. I'm gonna enjoy my day off. But you see my pie now, Diane, right? Now, you can push play and teach yourself. Love you guys. Love you. Don't nobody else do? No, I do. Okay? Love you. See ya.